everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I apologize for the Glowforge going away over there, cutting and cutting. I'm just trying to get some stuff done. I'm going to do the draw, and then when I do the rest of the video, the Glowforge won't be going. So I apologize. Hopefully you can hear me okay for the draw. So this is for the hashtag 50 stack challenge. So make sure if you want to post your projects on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, to use the hashtag 50 stack challenge description so that I can find it and put it in the playlist. I've put all the ladies who are participating's videos that I found into the playlist, so if I've missed one of yours or something, please let me know and I will be happy to put it in there. Okay, so the premise of this whole challenge is to use an entire stack of guest checks. I did not realize when I started this that guest checks were hard to find other places. I didn't think about that. I just had a whole stack and was like, I want to use up a whole stack. So you can use any background you want. You do not have to use guest checks. You can use just a piece of paper if you want to. Whatever you want. Envelopes, anything, okay? So don't worry about it if you don't have guest checks. That's just how I got on that whole thing. And then each week I do 2 guest checks, so I draw 2 prompts. There's only 1 prompt per guest check that is, you know, like the requirement or whatever. For example, on this guest check number 19, the one I drew was pink. And so you can see this is all very pink. And then for the next guest check, I drew woman. And so this was my interpretation of how I wanted to do a woman. But I used other items too, and that's what you can do. You can, if you use just that one item, you can use anything else that you choose to go with it. So you just do your own thing. It's just for fun. Okay, so these are all the past prompts, and then I also have them on this back page here. You can find the prompts if you go to CraftyCat72 on Instagram. That'll give you a quicker way to see the prompts because each week I take a picture of each of the guest checks that I've done with the prompt used. So you can easily find them there as well. Okay, so I'm going to draw for guest check number 35 and 36, and I just have all kinds of prompts in my little bag. And I just draw out one for each guest check. Oh, I draw 2, so that these will be them. So we'll just do yellow for 35 and envelope window for 36. You can use, you know, just the window itself, whatever, as long as you have an envelope window. So you can choose to attach the envelope and have a flap with the window, or you can just put the window over something else that you want to see through it. However you want to do that, whatever size window you want to use. So the prompt for number 35 is yellow. Number 35, yellow. And then for number 36, we have envelope window. Number 36, envelope window. All right, so I do apologize for the Glowforge. I just wanted to get these prompts drawn so I can start looking for some items to use. So when I come back, the Glowforge will be off, okay? Envelope window. All right, I will get some things together and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. You're never gonna believe what I found for yellow. I couldn't even believe it. I found these in my stash. They were Happy Mail, and I mean, they're yellow. What the heck? So I do kind of like this image better, but I was afraid I'd have to like take off too much of her dress, and I didn't want to do that. So this one fits a little bit better. So that's the one I'm going with. But I mean, could you get more yellow? So anyways, I thought that was kind of funny. This one won't take me long because it's pretty easy here. I am gonna turn this into a pocket though, so I do need to back it with some book page because this is pretty fragile book page. So I'm just gonna stick it onto another piece of book page so that it will last better. The back picture is yellow too. I thought about using it and then I turned it over and was like, oh my goodness. Look at those 2 ladies. All yellow. So I hope you guys are having a good day. Sorry, I jumped right in like I always do. And I don't think I said that in the last portion where I was drawing. That was a different day. That was yesterday, but I, get telling about everything for the challenge, and then I forget to say hello. So hope you're all doing good. Staying warm. It's real cold here. I know a lot of people have said it's like 76 or 80 or whatever where they're at. I know it's just different all over the country, but it is our cold time of the year. It's usually not quite this cold though at this time, but it's been like January really here. Kind of scared of what January is going to be like. Maybe it'll be like spring. That would be excellent. I can dream, right? I would love it if it was like spring weather. Okay, I kind of like that with the book page. Just bits hanging out there. And then we are going to put a thumb notch. I guess I should wait to do that until I put the thumb notch. Got to do some more cutting on the Glowforge today, but I didn't want to torture you guys with that because I know it is very loud, and it's like a high-pitched sound. It does kind of drive me bonkers by the end of the day, so I didn't want to torture you guys with it. I mean, I love that thing, don't get me wrong. It makes kind of a crazy sound. Alright. So we have our number 35, which is yellow, and we're going to put it on here, and I'm going to cover the bottom number, but I'll keep my top number. And then I have this from Tim Holtz. It just says language lessons. I kind of thought that was an interesting little piece of ephemera that I will tuck in here, and we may put something else on it. I don't know, but let's get this on here anyway. So don't have a whole lot else going on here. Ran my errands this morning, which I always try to do in the morning so that then I have the rest of the day to, do whatever else I need to do. Still haven't heard anything about Moscow. That's where my son goes to school, Moscow, Idaho. I'm sure y'all have heard of it now. Lots of people didn't hear of it before. I'm sure they've heard of it now. It's crazy. Alright, so we're going to do the corners on this. I like to see that it's a guess check. Because otherwise, why use a guess check? Might as well just use a piece of paper. Alright. Here. We're going to put a hat on her. I don't know why. I just want to. And this is just out of some Paper Studio ephemera that I have. I like doing that whole kind of paper doll thing. It's just fun with some of these images because she does have a little smirk on her face. Some of them are so, serious and whatever, but she does have a bit of a smirk there. And then I'm going to use one of Tim Holtz Snarky. I don't use these very often. They're not my favorite, but some of them are kind of funny. I do this thing called What I Want. I thought that fit pretty good. She looks like she does what she wants. And I'm just going to stick it on, and I'll trim it off. But I am going to add a little glue on the back. Oh, I probably should have inked it. Oh well. We'll put a little ink on it. That's why I kind of thought the language lesson thing was funny. Just because she's being salty, and at that time, that's probably not really what she would have said, right? Alright, I think I might want to put something on there, like maybe a flower or something. I don't know. Let's see what I can find here. I didn't think about that until I stand there looking at it, and I'm like, it really kind of needs something on it, right? Here. This is just randomness. I wonder if one of these washi flowers, it'd be good if I have a yellow one. I don't really want a daisy. I don't feel like it's a daisy sort of a thing. I don't think any of the other ones are yellow. Maybe in my botanical sticker book. Oh, what's that one? There's these, but they look very sad. Anything in here? Just gonna drop everything. There's mushrooms. Yeah, I don't think any of those will work. Hold on just a second. So in my attempt to summon spring early, I have chosen a daffodil and a small yellow butterfly to put on there, just to, I don't know, make it a little more interesting. I do like the image itself of the old book, but I just want a little something on there. And that will be a little writing spot for some journal. Don't know what one. I like to ink these. These are just out of that botanical sticker book that you can get on Amazon. Kind of like the antiquarian one, but it's just the botanicals. And they don't stick. They are almost like washi tape, really. I don't know why, but so you definitely have to add glue to these. And I left all my glue open, so now I'm gonna have non-functional glue. And my little tiny butterfly. We are definitely yellow. And if you are doing this challenge, you do not have to make everything yellow that goes on your, you know, your piece. It's just, sometimes that works out. And other times it doesn't really, and you only can find like one item in a certain color or whatever. Yeah, that's fine. It just has to have something yellow, basically, is all it comes down to. Okay, so that will be, and I'll probably put a little tab or something and maybe sew around that. I don't know yet, but at least there's that much of it. We'll just pop in there. So there is my yellow guess check all done. Okay, and I'm going to move these because I don't think I'll be using Snarky on the next one. So let's move that out of the way. Oh, and I haven't done my December daily. See, already I did a few days. I did get up to the 3rd. That's about as far as I got. Telling you, I stink at that whole thing. All right, so we have for this one envelope window. So I have my piece of envelope here, and you can see this has seen better days. It's kind of sad, and that happens a lot of the time when you coffee dye envelopes. They tear easily, and yeah, but it's fine because we're going to put some stuff over that and won't even have to worry about it. So the first thing I'm going to do is put what I want in the window, and I'm going to do like my friend Carol Laws does, where she just glues it right down. That makes it so you can't see whatever you're putting in and out, but I just think it's kind of a good way to do that, so that's what I'm going to do. So thank you, Carol. And I'm just going to cut these out. And this is my 1920 something digital download. And I just shrunk the larger journal pages down to make sort of like card toppers or something like that. Whatever you like to use them for. Okay, and I of course did not get that very straight. I mean, it's going to get covered on the back side, but try to at least get it semi good. Set those over here for a minute, and we're going to put this lovely lady in the window here. And hopefully it will stick well. The goal is to try not to get any on the window itself, but as you can see, that's like an impossibility for my shaky hands. I think I'm going to just go around the edge of this as well. Maybe. See that? Yeesh. I really don't want to get it too close to her face there. So I'm going to kind of use my light to figure out approximately how it needs to go, because I obviously would like mostly, see, I made a mess. Too much glue is always my dilemma. I get it that time. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. I got glue everywhere up here, but hopefully once it dries clear, it won't be too bad. Hopefully. Because it's on the inside there, and there's not a lot I can do about that. Okay, and then we're going to take a piece of paper that you can write on and go over this whole part. I like the part that says postcard, but since I chopped this piece, we're going to have to choose another section. And this I will use my glue stick. Let's put this back in here. So once I get glue over this, I do like the inside of this envelope, like I like the print of this one, but it's kind of sad. So I want to get it covered up so that you can write on it easy and not have to worry about it tearing further. Wow, I'm just a disaster today. Or every day, I don't know. Could be that. Just trying to kind of fix that tear. I mean, it won't be seen, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. Don't throw away your gift cards at Christmas if you get some, because they work great for that gluing thing. Go ahead and just get that glued down. Did I get that corner? I guess I did decide to go down. Okay, this is looking wrinkly. It doesn't help that the envelope itself was wrinkly from coffee dyeing. And I will leave some of the coffee dyed part on the front showing so that it's not like, why'd you bother using a coffee dyed envelope? The inside needed covered because it was kind of janky. Cut that, so now that's going to probably be crooked. Okay, that is ready to go. Kind of want to let that dry a little, so let's do the corners on this. If I can find my little corner thingy. Set it down with the snarky words. So we have a squirrel that keeps coming and visiting our grapevine. Because I do leave some grapes on there for the birds for the winter and stuff. And so he's been checking it out and eating the grapes and that. And so Pasha was out there this morning. It was only 27 degrees and I went to let him back in because I'm like, he's not going to want to be out there long at all. He does not last. Even though he's got more fur than you could possibly imagine. But, and if you don't know, Pasha is my Persian cat. And he was all curled up in a ball just watching the squirrel and didn't want to come in. It was like, you're such a goofball. You're like freezing out there and you don't want to come in. I don't know what I did with my lid. So anyway, but he was cute. It was very cute. He will sometimes take off after it, but they're so stinking fast. He doesn't have a prayer of ever catching one of those. Because he's a giant white fluff ball coming at him. They see him long before he ever gets there. I want to put a thumb notch in the top of this. Just a little bit, just so we know. And then I have one of the tags from that 1920 something because I figured that way it'll like go together, right? Be a good writing spot here. And then we're going to just put a little bit of collage on the front of our envelope. And this will get glued on and that tag will go in behind. That's the plan. Whoopsie. And that I am going to take all the way down to the bottom, kind of like I did the other one. Maybe. coffee dyed stuff with its wrinkliness is giving me heck today. Okay. I'm going to let that dry. I'm not even going to try to stick that tag in right now, because I know it probably won't go. All right, let's see. What are we going to put on there? Let's do a little bit of this. And this is also in the 1920 something. How thick is that? Let's go. Just put a little bit there to, I just don't really want to see that real modern from thing there. And a little color on here is good. I don't know where my, oh, it's right there. My gosh, if it was a snake, it would have bit me. My dad used to say that all the time. Do your parents have things like that that they would say when you were young? Like when you weren't paying attention or whatnot? If it was a snake, it would have bit you. I don't know if I want anything else on there. Can't tell what these say. Oh, sweet scented. That's weird. I do kind of like that. And then maybe a label or something. These might be kind of cool. These are my doilies, and these ones didn't cut out very well, so I kept them for myself. I only send out the ones that, you know, you don't have to pick at for an hour trying to get all the little bits out. I don't know if I want one of those or not. I think I just want a label of some kind. Sorry, I didn't have that part planned out very well. These are my this and that labels. Because they just have this and that on them, all kinds of randomness. That kind of blends in a lot. I think I'm going to use that. I might just put a little something behind it. For my coffee bin, scraps, fabric scrap. cheesecloth. So this is going to be my window envelope, or envelope window, however you want to say it. I don't want a giant piece, but I want a decent sized piece. I don't want this edge on here, I think, because it's very thick. This might be better if it was on thicker paper for this spot, but we're just gonna do it. What might help is just a little bit of book page. Just to thicken it up a little bit. Leave the sort of torn edge around it. Okay. That'll just help it going on this bumpy surface so that it doesn't look all strange. And I'm using the art glitter glue because it's gluing onto this fabric. I'll just hold it better than the glue stick would. Okay, there it is. Envelope window and yellow. I'm still shocked I found that because I don't generally have a whole lot of yellow. And I'll probably again stitch around this and put a tab at the top of the tag. But at least it's all ready to go in there. So there it is. 35 yellow, 36 envelope window. That one cracks me up actually. All right, I hope you guys enjoy this. Can't wait to see what you make, and don't forget to mark it with the hashtag 50 stack challenge so that I can find it and put it in the playlist on Instagram. It kind of, you know, they all go together. If you just search for hashtag 50 stack challenge, they all come up, but on YouTube I have to go hunt them down and put them in there. So that's why I've been saying, if you have done a video and I haven't put it in there, just let me know and I'll go find it and put it in the playlist, which is also the hashtag 50 stack challenge. And please go check it out because these ladies are just doing amazing things if you haven't checked it out. All right, I will chat at you guys again tomorrow. Love you. Bye.